Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity to open the 49th Annual Black History Month celebration. Many of us were here together last year, and it's wonderful to look out into the audience and see familiar faces like those from NAACP and Southern Poverty Law Center and the League of Women Voters. We have come so far, and there's so much to celebrate. In 1968, Shirley Chisholm became the first Black woman to be elected to the U.S. Congress. And 40 years later, America elected its first African-American president, Barack Obama. But these modern politicians have paved the way for so much more that we see here this afternoon. There are more than 12 of the 51 African-American men and women who are currently serving in Congress right here with us today. This and other historical achievements would not have been made possible without the sacrifice of men, women, and children who came before us. In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested on a bus because she refused to give up her seat to a white passenger. And then in 1963, which by the way was the worst year ever during the Civil Rights Movement, we had what we call the Children's Crusade in Birmingham, where thousands of students on their own organized themselves and took to the streets. You may remember the iconic photo that the New York Times published of a young man, 17-year-old Walter Gadsden, who is being attacked by a vicious police dog. That just struck up so much outrage throughout the world. And as a result of that movement, Birmingham was forced to desegregate all of its facilities. That was quite an accomplishment. But still, later that year, civil rights organizer Medgar Evers was shot down in front of his house in Jackson, Mississippi. And perhaps the worst tragedy of all was when Ku Klux Klan members in Birmingham set off a bomb in the 6th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham once again. And we lost Martin Luther King in 1968 in Memphis. So these sacrifices, they were made so that we could enjoy all the benefits and blessings that this beautiful nation has to offer. The right, according to our Constitution, to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's why we're here, but there's so much work to be done, so much more left to do. We're not only here to examine and look at the beautiful tapestry that is our past, but to look forward and focus on the legacy that will be our future. But there's an undercurrent of racism right now, and it's growing steadily, and I'm afraid that it might blossom into an ugly tsunami. So what we have to do is we have to restore what has been pilfered from all of us. The proverbial jewel in the crown, our Voting Rights Act, has been dismantled. We need to get it back, and we need to do it now. So please, join us. Join all of these wonderful groups who are here, the League of Women Voters, the Southern Poverty Law Center, NAACP. And then let's celebrate. Thank you so much.